Hi there. Welcome to That's a Sign podcast, your guiding star in the world of astrology, where we explore the influence of planets on our lives and uncover the mysteries of the cosmos. I'm your host, and I'd like to remind you that this podcast is brought to you by the team behind the MoonX app. If you haven't joined us yet, download and install the MoonX app from the App Store and Google Play. Join the global community of moon lovers. So, we're currently in the midst of Virgo season, so it's the perfect time to delve into the characteristics of this sign. With Virgo's signature attention to detail, let's grab our metaphorical magnifying glasses and take a deep dive into this multifaceted sign. This time, we'll explore its astrological and mythological connections through the lives of notable figures. Let's briefly explore the mythology of the Virgo constellation. Since astrology and mythology are intertwined, understanding the mythological roots of the Virgo sign can provide deeper insight into its influence on our lives and personalities. In most myths, Virgo is depicted as a virgin maiden associated with wheat. In Greek and Roman mythology, Virgo is related to Demeter, the Greek goddess of the harvest. However, in early myths, Virgo was also associated with Rhea Cybele. She was a noblewoman, the mother of the earth, and her chariot was harnessed by lions. And we know that next to the constellation of Virgo, there is another zodiacal constellation, Leo. And on the other side of Virgo is the constellation Libra. It is known that the attribute of Libra, the scales, was also associated with another goddess of justice, purity, and innocence, and that would be Astraea. She is closely linked with Virgo. Let's finish our story about the goddesses associated with Virgo. The Egyptian Isis is known for fertility, health, and wisdom. According to legend, Isis scattered wheat across the sky, which resulted in the creation of the Milky Way. So, as you can see, even the legends of the goddesses hint to us that it is not for nothing that we celebrate the passage of the sun through Virgo during the harvest season, from August 23rd to September 22nd, with a deviation of 1 or 2 days in a leap year. From every angle, we can find common traits associated with Virgo, so let's take a closer look at them. Virgo is an earth sign. Imagine Earth as the foundation upon which everything else is built. Virgo is the meticulous builder who checks every detail. Earth represents stability, practicality, and diligent work. Virgo's modality is mutable. It's like being a jack of all trades, who can easily switch between tasks and find solutions in any situation. Both Virgo and Gemini are ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect. However, while Mercury in the busy Gemini might lose focus and direct energy outward, in Virgo it operates with a more methodical, inward approach. Mercury in Virgo is like a finely tuned mechanism running at peak efficiency, ensuring order and precision. Planets like Neptune and Jupiter feel out of place in Virgo. Neptune, with its inclination toward dreams and mysticism, contrasts sharply with Virgo's structured system. Now Jupiter, which seeks to expand horizons and encompass the vast, may clash with Virgo's preference for detail and practicality. The Virgo-Pisces axis represents the interplay between meticulous planning and mystical inspiration. Virgo relies on facts and concrete data, akin to an engineer's blueprint, emphasizing clarity and structure. In contrast, Pisces seeks spiritual and emotional understanding, like an artist's sketch searching for deeper meaning. Virgo's energy associated with the 6th house in the natal chart highlights daily routines, pet care, health, and service. It encourages us to focus on our physical and mental well-being, prioritizing self-care and efficiency. Let's delve into the defining characteristics of the Virgo personality. The key thing to know about Virgos is that they are hard workers and perfectionists. Virgo are born conscientious and very hardworking. However, there is a fine line between working hard as part of a team and becoming a monstrous controller or a perfectionist who tries to do everyone else's work for them. Virgo have a highly developed sense of quality and taste. Their default setting of all the best and striving for perfection can turn to judgment and resentment when they notice things that don't meet their strict expectations. And they notice everything. And not only in others, but also in themselves. Deep down, they may doubt that they are good enough and are doing everything right. We'll expand on this with the example of the famous Virgo, Mother Teresa. Next, we're diving into Virgo's incredible problem-solving skills and their helpful nature. Virgos excel at stepping in when life takes a turn for the worse. Unlike Pisces, who thrive in offering spiritual support, or Sagittarius, who infuse optimism into every situation, Virgos shine through their practical assistance. They approach problems with a logical mindset, offering actionable solutions while ensuring that you feel supported and cared for. Their pragmatic approach ensures that they address the root of the problem, making them reliable and resourceful when you need a hand. So excited to talk about this next one. A vivid example of this is seen in the life of Virgo, Keanu Reeves. Virgos have a genuine passion for helping others, proving their value and feeling appreciated. They quietly expect some form of gratitude, recognition, or even a small reward in return. Although they won't ask for this directly, they might increase the favors or tasks they perform, hoping you'll eventually acknowledge their efforts. This can create a cycle where their high level of service is taken for granted, leading to deep frustration for Virgos. Internally, they may become critical of others for lacking manners or appreciation. So if a Virgo goes out of their way for you, a simple thank you can go a long way. Finally, let's discuss Virgo's role as the perfect friend, always supportive and reliable. Virgo's perfectionism also shows in their careful selection of friends. Although Virgos have high standards and often expect the same from those close to them, a Virgo friend is a loyal companion. The bonus of having a Virgo friend is that they can inspire and push you to want to learn and grow. Let's break down how to spot a Virgo by their typical behaviors. First off, Virgos are known for their tendency to self-diagnose. They often obsessively research their symptoms and consult health apps, driven by their need to label and understand everything. Next, because they're ruled by Mercury, Virgos are always on the hunt for new knowledge. You'll often find them signing up for classes, workshops, or diving into new learning experiences. When it comes to organizing, Virgos are all in. They love tackling messy drawers and cluttered spaces, and they do it with real enthusiasm. Virgos also have a strong urge to help others. Whether it's volunteering or simply offering a hand, their genuine desire to be of service is always evident. And let's not forget about their appearance. Virgos take great care in ensuring their outfits and grooming are on point, reflecting their natural sense of style. So, if you see someone constantly organizing, learning, and looking sharp, you might just be dealing with a classic Virgo. Let's explore the behavior and style of famous Virgos through their natal charts. In selecting figures for this podcast, we were interested to find that Mother Teresa was also a Virgo. Her natal chart shows that the Sun, Mercury, Mars, and the cusp of the ninth house of worldview and high moral values are all in Virgo. While we strive to embrace the diversity of the world and its religions, her persona cannot be overlooked. Her biography is a vivid example of Virgo's energies and the resonance with the sixth house of the natal chart, embodying restraint, voluntary limitation, and daily service to the poor and sick. Another interesting fact from her biography is after Mother Teresa's death, her letters revealed that she lived with a crisis of faith for nearly 50 years, sometimes doubting the existence of God and often feeling his absence in her life. This crisis is believed to have started shortly after she began serving the poor in Calcutta. As David Van Biema wrote in Time magazine, in more than 40 unpublished writings, she laments the dryness, darkness, loneliness, and torture she endures. She compares these experiences to hell, and at one point says it led her to question the existence of heaven and even God. She is acutely aware of the difference between her inner state and her public demeanor. Smile, she writes, is a mask or cloak that hides everything. Similarly, she questions whether she is engaging in verbal deception. I spoke as if I were passionately in love with God in a tender, personal way, she tells her advisor. But if you had been there, you would have said, "What a hypocrisy." This excerpt is included merely to illustrate how intense self-criticism, high demands on oneself, and perfectionism can be for Virgos. The next Virgo featured in our podcast is a man with a magnetic presence. Ta-da! Keanu Reeves. In his case, the earthy energies of Virgo lead him to embody the principle, don't let setbacks define you. A difficult start does not define the rest of your life. Born in 1964 in Beirut, Lebanon, Keanu Reeves' life began with instability. But despite a series of tragic events, Keanu chose to find stability by pursuing his aspirations and taking control of his life and career. His chart features a stellium in Virgo, including the Sun, Mercury, Uranus, and Pluto. And where is this stellium located? On the ascendant. So, how does a strong Virgo with such a combination of personal and outer planets, Uranus and Pluto, on the ascendant behave? First, Uranus and Pluto in this position have the power to completely upheave and continually transform one's life. Also, this Virgo stellium allows Keanu to communicate almost telepathically, thanks to his hypnotic gaze and his ability to perceive essence, which adds to his intrigue and magnetism. Known for his roles in The Matrix and John Wick, his meticulous attention to detail and hands-on approach are hallmarks of Virgo. He often performs his own stunts, reflecting Pluto's influence on his ascendant and Virgo perfectionism. We discussed the qualities of the Sun in Virgo earlier, and now let's focus on Mercury. Keanu Reeves' Mercury is in its minor domicile. Virgo grants Keanu exceptional erudition and memory, crucial for learning extensive scripts. He communicates succinctly and is not prone to idle chatter, often demonstrating literary and writing talents. This mercurial influence was evident when he published Ode to Happiness, a reflection of his ability to find the positive, even in bleak scenarios. Keanu's midheaven, in mutable Gemini, also ruled by Mercury, highlights his adaptability and diverse roles. He embraces unconventional projects, bringing unique charm and depth to his roles. For a person with Mercury in Virgo, explaining the practical benefits of learning or taking on new roles is key. By the way, for anyone looking to motivate someone with Mercury in Virgo to study or take on a new role in filmmaking, like Keanu Reeves, it's essential to explain the practical benefits of the endeavor. Virgos are like that. In an interview with The Guardian discussing his motivation and role choices, Keanu says, "Honestly, I try not to do anything I don't want to do. It was more like, okay, I finished this. Now I want to do that," he says. When discussing Keanu Reeves' dedicated work ethic, it's important to note that his success is reflected not only in his Virgo stellium, with the Sun, Mercury, Uranus, and Pluto, but also in his Cancer stellium, which includes the Moon, Mars, and Venus in the 11th house, influencing his future ambitions and social connections. These astrological aspects, including the bisextile to Jupiter, support Keanu's success while enhancing his commitment, understanding, and generosity. Be generous. It can be more rewarding than riches. Keanu Reeves is thought to have earned around $110 million from The Matrix, with $75 million reportedly given to the special effects team and costume design department. He also purchased Harley-Davidson motorcycles for the entire stunt team. And over the years, Keanu has donated millions to charities. Through numerous sextiles and an opposition from Saturn in the 6th house of work and routine with his Virgo stellium, Keanu not only takes responsibility for his own life, but also actively contributes to the lives of others. Having delved into Keanu Reeves, let's shift gears and continue our story, speeding ahead in a luxury car named after its creator, Walter Owen Bentley. Though he preferred to be called W.O., born in 1888, he was a visionary in the automotive world, renowned for his meticulous craftsmanship and groundbreaking designs. Now, almost 100 years later, his name is known across the globe for creating cars with an unrivaled blend of performance and the finest craftsmanship and materials. His astrological chart reveals the profound influence of Virgo, with the ascendant, Sun, Mercury, and Uranus all situated in this detail-oriented sign. As such, Bentley's Virgo placements underscore his exceptional attention to detail, groundbreaking designs, which was evident in every car he designed. His focus on perfecting engine performance and aesthetics helped establish Bentley as a leading name in luxury and performance vehicles. As Bentley himself said of his creation, "To build a fast car, a good car, the best in its class." The pursuit of perfection and perfectionism is so Virgo. That said, the Sun and Mercury of automotive genius in the 12th house can rob Bentley of optimism and promote isolation from his own inventions, putting strain on his core personality. And that's how it affected W.O.'s life. With the onset of the Depression, the 8-liter Bentley's engine could not have come at a worse time. Bentley was already in receivership 8 months into 1930, the year the Depression hit England, and the year Bentley's 8-liter hit the market. Bad quickly went to unworkable. With a friend set to acquire Bentley, and Bentley set to design a new twin overhead camshaft sports car for him, a mysterious third party entered the fray, outbidding the friend to the tune of $30,000. A few days later, at a cocktail party, Bentley discovered the identity of the buyer, Rolls-Royce. W.O. was retained as an employee, but he had little say in the look of the car that had his name. The company had successfully isolated him from design and engineering, never capitalizing on his strengths. This course of events was also influenced by W.O.'s Saturn in decline in Aries, which he has just in the 8th house. And interestingly enough, during the Great Depression, W.O.'s transiting North Node of Karma was in the 8th house of shared finances and conjunct the planet of limitations, Saturn, while being in opposition to the 2nd house of personal money. Thus, this story is very much a karmic one. Increasingly unhappy, Walter Owen Bentley left his company when his contract came up in 1935. He worked for Lagonda and Armstrong Siddeley until 1950, creating engines as well as complete vehicles. Incidentally, the unique hood ornament of the world-famous winged bee features a different number of feathers on each side, demonstrating W.O. Bentley's Virgo's innovative use of details to prevent counterfeiting. This reflects the influence of Uranus in Virgo in the 12th house, in trine with Neptune in the 8th house. Uranus, in this benefic aspect, encourages inventive solutions, and Neptune's connection to deception, along with the 8th house's association with risk, emphasizes Bentley's deliberate strategy to protect authenticity and reduce fraud. We conclude our podcast with the incomparable singer Pink, whose uniqueness, driven by her diligence and other positive Virgo traits, ensures she has no fear of lookalikes. When it comes to elemental energy, Pink is predominantly earth, with a strong influence of fire. This blend provides her with immense strength, vitality, and persistence in achieving her goals. Now, with a portfolio of hits and awards, Pink has proven that she can continue to pave the way for artists while remaining genuinely authentic in her own work. Her remarkable willpower is highlighted by her Virgo stellium, which includes the Sun, Saturn, Venus, and Mercury. Additionally, her North Node and passionate Lilith are also positioned in Virgo. Her Sun, thanks to a sextile with Uranus, thrives in freedom, breaks conventions, is entirely futuristic in approach, and can reshape the practical world, easily blending it with her vision of the ideal. And of course, the energy of such a powerful Virgo stellium and its qualities are clearly reflected in Pink's song lyrics, in songs like Just Like a Pill and Just Give Me a Reason, as well as in lines from Perfect, such as mistaken, always second-guessing, underestimated, look, I'm still around, to me, yeah, you're perfect, you're perfect. All right, guys, wrapping up our Virgo season podcast, remember to embrace yourself with less self-doubt. You're already more than enough and the perfect person just as you are. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.